If you hate Jesus, then just keep scrolling. But if you love Jesus, then stick around and watch until the end. God is saying to you today, today is a new day filled with endless possibilities and opportunities. I am confident and capable of achieving my goals and making the most out of every moment. I am grateful for this present moment and the chance to live my life to the fullest. Today is going to be a wonderful day, and I'm excited to embrace all that it has to offer. You can feel it in your soul that you're being prepared for something special. A new version of yourself is coming to life. Many new beginnings, celebrations, changes, discoveries, realizations, and growth are all happening for you right now. You are highly blessed. Type 1111 to claim it. God says tonight, even in a crowded mind, there is still room to experience peace. So take delight in the little things that mean something to you. You do not have to have every small detail of your life sorted out to appreciate the small and seemingly insignificant. For even if you knew you were going to have all of the answers you were looking for a year from now, you would inevitably still have doubts and things you had to figure out. There will always be unknowns and questions that you will struggle with. So perhaps more than trying to fix it, you can learn to find peace in the middle of them. Learn to see that in the trenches, grace shows up and reminds you things will inevitably change and you will grow all the same. You are more than your worry. You are more than your doubt. Your story will still unfold no matter what you have not figured out. Type yes if you feel this. The universe is saying to you today, most of all, I hope you learn how to let go of the idea that it's too late. It is never too late to change your life. It is never too late to become the person you have always hoped you could be, or to love the way you have always wanted to love. We often forget that we are not bound by our past. We don't have to be who we were a year ago. We don't have to make the same mistakes we did when we were younger. We can want different things. We can grow. We have to believe that we are never too old, never too jaded, and never too broken to take our first steps towards change. We wake up every single day with the ability to start fresh. It is never too late to take advantage of that. It is never too late. Type, I am ready to shine, to affirm. The universe message for you today might be that thing that didn't work out was actually the greatest blessing that's ever happened to you. Maybe that so-called failure was actually a gift. Maybe that rejection you received was how the universe protected you from something that would have held you back. And maybe where you are right now in this moment is exactly where you're supposed to be. Maybe you can't quite understand it yet, why it had to happen this way. But one day, you'll step back and see it all so clearly. How some experiences had to end so better ones could begin. How some things had to fall apart so greater things could come together. And how what you thought you wanted was nothing compared to what you ultimately received. So keep your heart open. Honor the journey that's brought you here today and trust the path ahead. Nothing about your life has been a mistake. One day, you'll see. Your story is unfolding beautifully. Type 2. 2 to affirm this to yourself. God says tonight, listening to yourself takes an immense amount of courage. We don't talk about this enough. The world is so loud. It'll tell you exactly how to be, how to look, how to exist, how to work, how to be good, how to be bad, how to do anything and everything. What it won't do is encourage you to listen to whatever feels right and true and light and warm within you. It's the hardest thing, to find a slice of solitude quiet enough for you to hear your own needs, wants, desires, thoughts. It takes so much bravery and self-trust to follow what feels true instead of what you should do. It's brave to grow when the world seems to want you to conform. It's brave to do what feels right to you when it seems like everyone else is going in the opposite direction. It's rebellion. It's going against the tide, the status quo. And I want to commend you for doing it, because it's hard. Sometimes it's lonely, but most of all, it's intensely rewarding. A lot of the bravest things usually are. Universe message for you. The toughest times teach you the most valuable lessons. They show you realities that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. They push you to seek your own being, to listen to the voice within yourself when there is no one around to listen to. It teaches you the dangers of dependency on a soul other than your own, and distinguishes between the people who are here for you from those who are here for the phase that is for you. The toughest times are often the most painful because, more often than not, they do not abide by the expectations you hold. People do turn their backs on you. You do lose what you felt you had a firm grasp on. And often, you come to realize that you do not even understand your own being the way you thought you did. Yet the toughest times are equally valuable in the knowledge they give you of the nature of this world, its people, and your own being. Such times refocus you, redirect you, and pull you off one path and put you on another. They are painful in nature and valuable in the waiting of knowledge. Type 5. 5 if you trust God.